Hey everyone. Hey everyone. Welcome to another online quarantine session with Scottish United. My name is Coach Paul Hamilton. Thanks for joining me today. Today we've got hopefully a good little workout for you guys. You'll need a little bit of space wherever you're at. I'm in my basement here. I've got a couple cones set out just so I know what area to stay in. If you guys first, before we get started, could grab some cones, some socks, a couple cans of soup, a couple of empty pop cans, whatever it may be. Get about 6 to 8 of them because we're going to need them for a little bit of a dribbling exercise. If you could grab those right away, or have one of your parents or a brother or sister grab them before we get to that exercise. I'll give you about 20 seconds. Try and grab something if you can. But first, we'll get started with our warm-up. We'll do a little ball mastery stuff. Then we'll get into that cone dribbling exercise. And then we'll work on a couple of our touches. So hopefully you've got your cones. If not, maybe your parents can help you out. We'll get started now. So we'll get into our warm up, get our bodies moving, and get ready for the ball exercises. So I'll just call out some exercises to warm up, and we'll get going. So we'll start just jogging around. So if you've got a little bit of space, use the space you've got. Just jog around. If you don't have that much space, you can jog on the spot, but try to use as much space as you can. I know everyone's going to have different space in their house, in their garage, wherever you may be doing this. Let's just get a little jog for about 30 seconds. Good. Can we get some high knees now? Get those knees up, get those arms moving. Again, you can do this on the spot or use as much space as you have. Good. And jog. And jog. Shake those legs out a little bit. Good. Now we get some butt kicks. So, get those heels right to the butt. Again, all these you should be able to do in one spot, or if you move around, use as much space as you can. Good, and jog. Just jog. Maybe a couple little skips in between. Switch it out. So we'll change directions. Just nice and easy. Okay, can we open the gates now for our groins? Just open the gates. Get about 5 each side. Close the gates. Good, keep it going. Last couple. Okay, can we close the gates now? Same thing, 5 on each side. Good, then we'll jog again. Almost tripped over my own feet. Good, just a little jog. Shake it out a bit. Good. Next one. Just a nice leg kick in front. Nice and easy to start. I want to pull the hamstring. 5 on each side. Good. Good. Now to the side. Just straight out to the side. Nice and easy. Good. Good, next one, just to the back, but nice and slow. Try to reach your hand down, touch it on the floor. Don't be going quick on this one. Nice and easy. Keep that standing leg straight. Maybe a slight knee bend. Good. Good, and jog. Good, and jog, just a little jog. Shake it out a bit. Shake it out a bit, a couple little skips. Okay, next one, the lunge with a twist. Nice and slow on the way down. The lunge and a twist. Do it from the side as well. Lunge and a twist. Nice and easy. Good, last one, just for the hamstrings. Then we get one of our legs with our toe pointed up, just brush beside the foot. Again, nice and slow. Don't be making any sudden jerking movements. And then do some damage to your hamstring. It's nice and easy. Good, and jog a bit. Hopefully everyone's more warmed up than they were. I know I am now. Let's shake it out a bit. Then there's our warm up. Grab a quick drink. Excuse me. Grab a quick drink. Got 30 seconds. Grab your ball. We'll be back for our ball workout.
Hi, my name is J.R. Figueiredo and I'm an Edward Jones financial advisor in Edmonton, Alberta. With everything that's going on in the world, it can be hard to think about the future. But thinking about the future is human nature. And during the pandemic, many of you may have experienced added responsibilities or foreseen changes to your regular schedule, which allow for unwanted emotions to creep in. When it comes to your investment, this may be the biggest risk of all: impulse. Remember, you cannot control the market, but you can control how you react to it. Staying invested is always the better choice. And even during times of economic uncertainties, long-term trends will go up, which is good for both your savings and your retirement plan. As things start to normalize, I'm here to help you start thinking and planning for the future once more. I will make sure that you have someone in your corner, a trusted partner, who will help you be financially well-rounded in all aspects of your life, whatever that looks like for you. We take a holistic approach and design a strategy that works for you. Want to know more? Comment below or send me a direct message.
Okay, good. Welcome back. Hopefully you got your ball, had a little sip of water. We're gonna get started on our ball mastery stuff. So a lot of these we've done before, especially if you've been tuning in over the last couple of weeks with us. Try to go quicker now. There's only so many ball mastery things we can do. Challenge to you now: can you go faster? Can you be on the edge of making mistakes? With trying not to make mistakes, but push yourself to go faster. Get a lot of touches out of this, and also get some fitness out of this. So we're going to do 15 exercises in a row, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. Then we'll get a little bit of a break, and we'll go into something else. So it's going to be 15 minutes of hard work. Hopefully you're working hard, and then we'll get into something else. So to start, we're just going to start with normal toe taps. So these are toe taps. That's what we're going to start with. Okay? Back and forth as many as you can. Get a lot of touches on the ball. Are we ready? And go. Good. Get your arms pumping as well. Can you get your eyes up? Try not to stare at the ball. You should be able to see the ball in your peripheral vision, just at the bottom of your eyesight. Try not to stare down. Good. Keep it going. Try to keep the same pace through the whole time. Good. Keep it going. 5 seconds left. Good, and rest. We got 15-second rest now. Next one, we're doing windshield wipers. So just back and forth between our feet. Try to catch your breath in between. I know it's going to be a lot of work. And go. Again, get your head up. Okay, keep your head up. Get your arms moving. Try to keep your chin up as much as you can. Don't be staring down at the ball. Good, keep it going. Over halfway done. Keep it going. Get those arms moving. Lots of touches between your feet. Well done. Well done, everyone. 5 seconds left. Push all the way through. All the way through. Good, and rest. Well done. 15-second rest again. Next one, we've got sole rolls. So same as windshield wipers, back and forth, using the bottom of our feet now. Back and forth, back and forth. And go. Back and forth. Get those arms moving, head up. Try to keep the same pace that you start with. Back and forth. Good, keep it going. Back and forth, keep it going. Head up, get your chin up, get those arms moving as you're playing the ball back and forth between your feet. Well done, everyone. Push yourself. I know a lot of us might not have been doing as much soccer as we normally have. Push yourself. We get our 15-second break where we can catch our breath. Keep going. And rest. Good. 15-second break. Next one. Those three were a little bit tiring. Next one. Sole over, stop. Sole over, stop. Back and forth. 3, 2, 1, and go. Sole, stop. Make sure you sole the ball in front of your body so that you don't hit your standing leg. Back and forth. Back and forth. Keep it going. As much as you can. When we stop it, you got to be able to find it with the sole of your foot. So roll it back. Keep it going. Well done, everyone. 15 seconds left. Good, keep going, keep going. 10 seconds, we get a little break then. Well done. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good job, well done. Next one, L drag. So if I have the ball on my right foot, I'm playing it behind my standing foot. Back and forth, L drag. Try not to hit your standing foot. If you got to do a little hop forward, and go. A little hop forward so that you don't hit your standing foot. L drag, back and forth, back and forth. This one's hard. Not to keep looking down at the ball because you got to be able to find it. Do your best though. Take a little glance up every time you take a touch on the ball. Just to scan the field. Keep it going. Well done, everyone. Good, 10 seconds left. 10 seconds left. Push all the way through. All the way through. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Well done. Okay. Same thing. L drag. But now when it gets to my left foot, I sole it back to my right foot. L drag, sole roll. L drag, sole roll. We've done this before. 3, 2, 1, go. Right foot L drag, left foot sole. Right foot L drag, left foot sole. Good. Keep it going. Remember, try to get your head up as much as you can. I know I catch myself staring at the ball sometimes when we're doing these. Try to get in the habit, getting your eyes up, look at where you are on the field. L drag, sole roll. L drag, sole roll. Good. 15 seconds left. Keep pushing. I know it's going to be tough. Should be. I'm sweating already. I'm not even doing all the work. So keep pushing it. Keep pushing it. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Rest. Okay. Opposite foot now. So L drag with our left foot. Sole roll with our right. L drag. Sole roll. Got 5 seconds. L drag with our left. Sole roll with our right. 3, 2, 1. Go. L drag. Sole roll. If you've got when you're doing the L drag, do a little hop forward with your standing foot. If you don't hit it, do that. Good, keep it going. Well done. Keep it going. 25 seconds left. Push all the way through. All the way through. Good, keep it going. Got 13 seconds left. Push all the way through. Get your head up as much as you can. Push, push, push. Good, 5 seconds. And rest. Good, 15-second break. Next one. We've done sole rolls and we've done L drag. Now we're doing a double sole, L drag. Double sole, L drag. Double sole, L drag. So you're switching feet every time you're doing an L drag from left to right. And go. Double sole, L drag. Double sole, L drag. Try to get the pattern in your mind and say it to yourself. Sole, sole, L drag. Sole, sole, L drag. Sole, sole, L drag. Sole, sole, L drag. Remember, scan if you can. Scan the field. Keep losing the ball here. Good, keep it going. Got 20 seconds left. Push all the way through. I think we're about halfway done our ball master stuff. Keep it going. 10 seconds left. Good. Keep it going. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Good. Well done. Next one. It's called the sole push. So if I have the ball on my right foot, I'm rolling it to the outside, passing it to my left foot. Roll, pass. It's like you're skipping, rolling the ball, pushing it to your other foot. 3, 2, 1, go. So you're passing it to the other foot, doing the same thing. Try to get in the rhythm. I'm hopping up and down while I'm playing the ball between my feet. Get comfortable with the ball at your feet. This one, you should be able to look up the entire time. If you can't, make sure every couple seconds, take a look straight ahead of you. Don't be staring at the ground the whole time. 20 seconds left. Get those chins up. Look straight ahead. And at the, got 10 seconds left. Keep it going. Good, 5 seconds. Keep going. Well done. Well done, everyone. And rest. Good. Okay, 15-second rest. Next one. Double tap, push, pull. Double tap, push. So when I put it, pushing it my opposite foot and dragging it back. Double tap, pushing it the opposite foot, dragging it back. We've done these before. Go. Double tap, push, pull. I catch myself staring at the ground a little bit. Try to get your head up, like I've said before. Those 2 taps in the middle, try to get them quick, back and forth. When you push it, don't push it too far ahead because you got to be able to catch it with the sole of your foot and pull it back. 20 seconds left. Hold on, keep it going. 15, all the way through. Double tap, push, pull. All done. Okay. 5 seconds, keep going. All the way to the end. Good, and rest. Well done. Okay, next one. You're doing a V shape. So if the ball's on my right foot, pulling it to my left, pushing it out in the V shape. I'm making a V shape. Pull, push it out. Pull, push it out. Same thing, when you push, don't push it too far. And go. V's, back and forth. Good, back and forth. Get your head up if you can. Scan in front of you. Back and forth. You kind of get in a rhythm when you find the right steps in between. It's like you're dancing on this one. And I'm not a good dancer at all. Good, keep it going. Good, 10 seconds left. Keep it going. I'm almost done here. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done. Good. Next one, we're making a U shape. Just did V's, now we're doing U's. So when I pull it with my left foot, back, push it across to my right, push it forward in a U shape. If you have to take a couple, oh, and go. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the timer. If you have to take a couple steps in between, you do that. Or if you can push it forward and pull it back in one touch and just jump back and forth. You can see me. I'm pushing it and pulling it in the same touch, back and forth. Some of us may need to take a step in between before we pull it back. Good. But if you can go faster, do that. Got 10 seconds left. Okay, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. We've only got a couple left. We got 3 left. So we're going to do Brazilian toe taps. So if we're new to this, we got 2 touches, then we turn our body, touch with the ball behind us, and go. A 1, 2, turn my body, touch it. 1, 2 front, 1, 2 behind, or 1 behind. You turn your body away from the ball and touch it. Once you get the rhythm down, start to pick up your pace. The ball should barely move. Ball shouldn't really move. You're just touching it. Try to get your head up. Like everything, get your head up. Once you get the rhythm, you can go faster. Good. Keep it going. Keep it going. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, rest. Good. 2 exercises left. Get a bit of a break and some water. Next one. With my sole of my foot, I'm going sideways. 1, 2, 3. Then switching to my other foot. 1, 2, 3. Switching to my other foot. And go. 1, 2, 3. Switch feet. 1, 2, 3. Switch feet. 3 slow rolls on each foot. Then you roll it over to the other. Good. Get your head up. You're kind of hopping on your standing leg as you're touching it 3 times. Then roll it to the other foot. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That third roll, that's when we're rolling it to the other side. Good. 10 seconds left. Keep going. Keep going. You almost get a break. You got 1 more after this and we get a break. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Last one, we break. So we did sideways. Now we're going 1 back. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Front and back. So 3 rolls. On the third one, you pass it to your other foot. Go. Front and back. Front and back. Don't roll it too far ahead of you. You got to be able to catch it with your foot. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. 25 seconds left. All the way through, and we get 2 minutes and a little water. Keep going. Push it all the way through. I know this is probably a lot of work. Keep it going. Keep it going. 10 seconds. Well done, everyone. Good. Well done, everyone. 5 seconds. And rest. Good. 2-minute rest. Grab some water. Grab your cones as well. I need your cones, your cans, something that you can dribble around and use as much space as you can wherever you are. Some of us might be in a hallway, might be long and narrow. Use as much space as you can. We've got 2 minutes. Grab some water and we'll come back and we'll get going with some dribbling. Thanks.
We won't go into it. Andy Holt, if you're watching, this is about you. David, who's your favorite team, though?
It will be no surprise to anyone that has ever come within 1,000 feet of me that my favorite team is West Ham United. So I'm a lot like Paul in so much that I disappointed a lot of family members. My dad, Spurs supporter. My brother, my mom, Arsenal supporters, and my wife, Arsenal supporter. So
you picked the worst London team. There's a lot of London teams that you could have picked.
But I have the best reason for what. First of all, I was born in England, brought up in Essex before we immigrated to Canada, and the reason that I'm a West Ham supporter is very simple. My nan bought me my first kit. So she bought me a kit, she bought me a bag, and the rest is history. And yeah, it's been a little bit torturous, I gotta be honest, right? And God love Nate, I love you. You're my son, we're in this together.
Love it.
Right, so those are the simple reasons, but then out of that, we say, okay, these are the reasons that we have of why we love our favorite teams, but what about your favorite player, Kev? Who's your favorite player and why?
And I'm not saying this because he recently passed away. It's Diego Maradona. Most Scots will say Maradona is their second favorite player, behind whomever else they support because of 86. Diminutive like me. Anyone that knows me knows I'm a wee bit vertically challenged. But he was the one player that, for me growing up, 86, I was 15, he brought me out of my seat. For good and bad. I mean, most people will say that give me a hero and I'll give you a little bit of tragedy, and that was his life.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Hope you had a little bit of a break, got some water in you. So you can see my cones. I've got them spread out on the floor just randomly. If you guys can do that with whatever you were able to grab, socks, pop cans, if you have cones, great. Something that you can dribble around. So spread them out, as many as you have, 6, 8, 10, depending on the space. You guys figure it out. I'll give you a couple seconds to lay your stuff out like this, and then we'll get started. I'll explain what we're doing. So we're going to be dribbling in and out of these cones. Try not to hit a cone. Try not to run into a wall. Try not to run into a couch. Whatever stuff may be around you, try to keep the ball close to you. We're just going to work on some close dribbling in and out of cones with different part of our feet, and yeah, get a lot of touches in. So we'll go for 45 seconds of dribbling. Same thing with the ball mastery. Try not to have your head just pasted to the floor like this, dribbling around. Try to get your head up, look where you're going, take a peek down if you need to take a touch, whatever it is. Don't be staring at the ground. Don't be staring at the ball. So our first one, we're going to just dribble right foot only. So you can use the inside, the outside, sole of your foot, whatever it is, right foot only, in and out of the cones. And then we'll switch to left foot. We'll go inside feet, outside feet, everything like that. We'll get a lot of touches in. So if we get our timer on the clock, we'll go for 45 seconds. And are we ready? And go. Good. Lots of little touches. In and out of the cones. Change directions. Go around the cone if you need to. Inside the foot, outside the foot, sole of the foot. Whatever it is, lots of touches. If you notice me, every touch of the ball, I'm taking a step. Keeping control. Every touch of the ball, taking a step. In and out of the cone. In and out. Weave in and out. Slow your pace down if you're having trouble hitting cones or running into the wall. Good, keep it going. Got 10 seconds left. 5 seconds, good, keep going. And rest. Good. 15-second rest, left foot now. So if you notice, every step I took, I was touching the ball, every step. Different part of my foot, inside, outside, sole of the foot, laces, whatever it is. 3, 2, 1, and left foot, go. Most of us, this might be our weaker foot, but try to keep it close control. If you got to slow down your pace, that's okay. Lots of touches. Lots of touches. Good. Go around the cone, all the way around inside the foot, and maybe outside the foot, all the way around. Keep it going. Good. 15 seconds left. Lots of touches. Lots of touches. Good, keep it going. 5 seconds left. All the way through, finish it off. Try not to be hitting the cones. Good, and rest. Okay, next one. Soles only, soles of our feet. So it might be a bit awkward, but sort yourself out to go around soles of the foot only. We're not gonna be able to go fast, maybe some of us. Just go at your own pace, and go. Soles of our feet only. If we can do it like we're doing toe taps, and go around, maybe go backwards, maybe sideways, again, around the cone. If we have to do it just walking pace, that's okay. Lots of touches. Don't always have to go just forward either. You can go backwards, go sideways. Good. Lots of touches. Again, round cone. Good. Lots of touches. Well done. Again, get your head up if you can. 10 seconds left. Finish stop strong. Well done. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Good. Well done. Okay. Inside the foot only, you can use both feet. So as you're going around, inside the foot only. In and out of the cone. Inside the foot only. Ready? And go. Good. Inside the foot only. You don't have to go back and forth. Take a couple touches with one foot, a couple touches with the other. Change your direction often. Good. Keep it going. Lots of touches. Good. Keep going. Change direction as much as you can. Remember, head up. I know it's hard not to just stare at the ground, especially if you're in a tight space. Try to get your head up. At least every couple seconds, get your head up. Look where you're going. 5 seconds left. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Well done. Okay, outside the foot now. This one's going to be a little bit trickier, especially if there's younger viewers watching. So just do it at a walking pace. Outside the foot only. If you have to take a cheeky touch with the sole of your foot to stop it, or inside foot, that's fine. And go. It's okay if you make a mistake and have to just stop the ball with the inside of your foot or grab it with your sole, whatever it is, that's okay. Many touches as you can. Again, I'm taking a touch, taking a step. Touch, step, touch, step. So my feet are sorted out for my next. Good. Let's get the hang of it. Push the pace a little bit. Keep going. Keep going. Good. Keep going. 10 seconds left. All through. Finish it off strong. Finish it off strong. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Good. Okay. Last one of this dribbling exercise. So, freestyle. Whatever part of your foot you want, you can use both feet, sole of the foot, whatever. You've got free reign, just as many touches as you can in and out of the cones. Got to use the techniques we just worked on, and go. So we can switch it up halfway through, soles of your feet, then inside feet, outside feet, switch left and right, whatever it is. Some rollovers, whatever it is. Don't hit the cone. Try not to hit the cone. I know I get dizzy sometimes. That's because I'm staring at the ground. Try not to if you can. Keep it going. About 18 seconds left. Good. Okay, 10 seconds left. Finish it strong. Last couple touches. Get in as many as you can. As many as you can. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay. 30 seconds. We're just going to push our cones out of the way. Push your cones out of the way. Pick up your socks. Whatever it may be. And then we'll get going. So next one, we're going to work on some touches. So timer's going to run out here, but I'll explain what we're doing and then we'll get started. Okay, so if I've got the ball in my hand, for some younger players, if I've got the ball in my hand, we're gonna work on tapping the ball with the inside of our right foot. So if you're looking at me on the screen, if I've got the ball, I'm just gonna toss it up, try to take the ball down and get it on the ground as quick as I can. Okay? Grab it again, up, down, as quick as I can, get the ball. If you're having success with that, you can juggle, get the ball up, down, get it up. And then same thing, pop it up with your feet maybe, up, down. So from this view, it's up there, trying to trap the ball, get it on the ground as quick as I can. With your second touch, try to get the ball settled down so you can start dribbling if you were on the field. So the ball's up, touch, second touch, third touch maybe, get the ball under control. Okay? We'll go left foot, we'll go outside the foot with both feet, we'll go Cruyff turn, and we'll go laces. So we're just gonna work on some touches. So ideally, if you can juggle, well, apparently I can't, couple touches, boom, get the ball down, pop it back up, another right foot, boom, get it down, couple touches, boom, that's what we're gonna do, okay? For 45 seconds, same thing, we got a 15-second break. So if you can't juggle, or you're having trouble popping it up in a good area, use your hands, toss it up, get the ball down. Good? Okay, we'll go 3, 2, 1, and go. Good, keep it going. So, couple touches, boom, get the ball down, couple quick touches, get it under control. Boom. Good. Get the ball down as quick as you can. Some of us might be on carpet, on a cement floor in my basement. Ball might be sliding a little bit. Try to get it down as quick as you can. 10 seconds left. Keep it going. Boom, get it down. Good. 3, 2, 1. Good. And we're gonna cut our, after this one, we'll cut our rest time down to 10 seconds because that shouldn't be that taxing on your body. Now we're going left foot. Same thing, pop it up, boom, left foot, get the ball down as quick as you can. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Pop it up, boom, get the ball down. Get a couple touches, pop it back up. Boom, get it down. And if you've got a little bit of space, once you take that touch with your inside of your foot, little acceleration, retrieve the ball, get it under control. Boom, get the ball under control. And pop it back up. Good. Keep it going. Boom, good. Hold on. 10 seconds left. Get a couple more in. Shouldn't be popping it up higher than your waist, maybe your chest. 3, 2, 1, last one. Good, rest. 10-second rest. Okay, outside the foot now. Outside of my right foot. Same thing, trapping the ball against the ground. Quick touch, get under control. And go. Boom. If you miss it and the ball bounces, boom, second touch, can you get it under control? Can you get it under control? About 30 seconds left. Pop it back up. Boom, get it under control as quick as you can. That'll help. Someone passes you a ball in the air. Boom, can you take a touch? Oh, get it under control. Well done. 15 seconds. Boom, get it under control. 10 seconds left. Keep going. Get 2 more in. 2 more in. Good. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Left foot now. Outside the foot. Left foot. May feel a little bit awkward for some of us. Keep working on it. 3, 2, 1. Go. Pop it up. Boom. Touch. Get the ball under control. Oh, that was a heavy touch. Try to get to it as quick as you can. Good. There we go. Boom. There we go. Cool. Good. 15 seconds. Get 3 more in if you can. Get 3 more in if you can. Yeah. Good. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Good. Next one. We're going laces. So we're going to try to bring it down right foot with our laces. You can juggle if you have to. If you can't get the ball up in the air, you guys can start. But if you can't get the ball up in the air juggling, just throw it, get the ball under control, and go. Lost. Trap the ball with the laces. Get it under control. We don't want to have our foot flat on the floor and it just hit us, because it's just gonna away from. Kind of have to cushion the ball down. Cushion it, and then go. Take a touch, go. Boom, take a touch, get it under control. Take a touch, under control. Boom, touch. Second, third touch, get the ball under control. Boom. Can we go somewhere else? 5 seconds. Get 1 more in. Good, and rest. Okay, our last exercise is with our left foot. The same thing, ball goes up. Can you cushion it down? 1, 2 touches, get the ball under control. And go. It's up, touch, boom, under control. If you can juggle. Oh, bad touch. Bad touch from me. But keep it going. 30 seconds left and we're done. Boom, under control, couple touches. Remember, second, third touch gets the ball under control as quick as we can. Boom, couple touches. 10 seconds left and then we're done. Good. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Done. Good job, everyone. Well done. I hope you got a good workout in. I think we got a lot of touches on the ball today, from our ball mastery to a couple dribbling exercises to then working on receiving the ball in from the air, taking it to a different space. Well done, everyone. Thanks for joining us again today. I appreciate it. Hope to see everyone back on the field soon. Everyone, take care. See you next time.
Welcome, everyone, to another edition of Gaffer's Roundtable. To my immediate left is Coach David McCarthy, and a little farther to my left is Coach Paul Hamilton. Looking forward to another enjoyable afternoon of questions and answers. We'll start off having some fun. Dave, if you could invite anyone from football, past or present, to be a contributor to the Gaffer's Roundtable for a day, who would it be and why?
I think I would have to pick someone that I would have a serious question for, which is I would pick Dimitri Payet. And the reason I would want to share with Dimitri Payet about how his ability with the ball and the things that he did as a member of West Ham United for the seasons that he was with us helped my son really fall in love with West Ham United and football. And the other question would be, why did you leave us? Why did you desert us? We miss you and we want you back.
Everyone watching that watched last week's would know that Dave would somehow make it about West Ham United. Well done, Hammers. Paul?
Just to comment on Dave, you know why he left? Because he saw that ship sinking.
No, that's not the reason he left. We were actually doing well, like when he was there. Just saying.
What's well?
Well, mid-table obscurity is well for me.
Staying up in the Prem is well.
Avoiding the drop. Avoiding the drop.
No, mid-table obscurity. I'm good with that.
Wasn't good for Mr. Payet, though.
Apparently not.
Hammy?
Probably George Best, to be honest. I feel like I like hearing stories, and I'm assuming, and I'm almost positive that he would have some really funny stories to tell about all the shenanigans he got up to.
Shenanigans.
But also the good football that he was a part of for a brief period of time. Yeah, George Best. That'd be a good one.
I think it'd be a great one.
Yeah.
What about you, Kev?
I'll go with the cliche, Sir Alex. I think that would be a good laugh. He has one foot in the classroom and one foot in the pub. So I think the banter would be great. The lessons to be learned would be wonderful. And he's from the same neck of the woods in Glasgow that my mom was from.
Oh,
Nice.
All right, gentlemen. Now we're going to get into some more serious questions. That doesn't mean that we can't have a few laughs at each other's expense. Paul, if you could add any tool to your coaching toolbox, what would it be?
I think the ability to use technology a bit more. I know the club has invested in pieces of equipment that will enable us to do things like that. We have Huddle. We just got a new VO camera that records games and tracks the ball all over the field. So being able to use some of that stuff to break down how teams I coach are playing, I think that's something that I need to work on over the next little bit.
it's a real young person's answer.
It is, Dave. Give us an old person's answer.
I think the simplest tool that I would want to add to my toolbox is something that I've continued to work on for years and years and continue to do is to add more patience into as one of the tools that I'd want to increase. That there are times when I trust the process and everything's going well, and there are times that I become impatient about not necessarily the result, but how we would want our teams to play. And then at certain ages having unrealistic expectations or an impatience for us to play in a certain way. So I would certainly want to be a little bit more patient in terms of allowing the process just to be more organic. So, you?
Great answers. Do you know what? I am a huge fan of technology. I like to think I'm patient. But one area that I know that I could improve upon is being able to communicate more directly with players. Sometimes delivering the news they need to hear rather than the stuff they want to hear. I think it's important that players understand their position in the team, what the expectations are of them, and that sometimes requires important conversations that can be at times difficult. So I think the ability to communicate more directly, and that doesn't mean in a way that's harsh or a way that's cruel, it's in a way that's honest. And I think sometimes I revert to letting them feel what they feel and telling them what they want to hear rather than giving them the answers they need to become better players and better people.
Yeah, and it's really interesting that I've been listening to a lot of footballers recently, like whether they be on podcasts or different mediums, and one of the things that came across to some of the players was that the managers they respected the most wasn't the manager that told them, hey, you're doing great, or being dishonest with them. They just wanted an honesty with them. And by the way, if I'm not in your plans or I'm not playing well enough, then please tell me, and what do I need to do in order to improve, rather than just telling players what they want to hear. Because I think those are really important conversations.
Absolutely. Paul, in your experiences, did you have any coaches that provided you that direct information you needed to improve?
Yeah, honestly, I'd say the pair of Dutch coaches that I had at FC Edmonton. I think I learned the most about just the higher level of football in those 2 years that I had Dwight and Hans at FC Edmonton. I think my game jumped a fair amount in that short period of time just because they were so methodical with how they wanted myself to play. So I think probably those two.
Excellent. Obviously, we'd be remiss if we didn't touch on the pandemic and how COVID-19 has impacted team sport. That's a given. But what lessons are you guys learning through the challenges that are being presented? Dave?
I guess the lesson I'm learning the most is that number one is how connected we all are as a sport and as a community. It's so our interactions, and I can talk specifically about the players that I have interactions with. Obviously, one of my main areas of responsibility is to oversee our grassroots program, and I also oversee all of our programs up to under 12, but I also coach specifically 2011 players. And I remember feeling this last week. I felt really kind of down about that, and I started to think about why I was feeling that way, and I think it was just the lack of connection and communication with the boys. And so what I've done is I've set up for this weekend is set up one-to-one Zoom call meetings with the boys, and we're going to talk, and it doesn't have to be about the sport for me. It's just a chance to check in with them, see how they're doing, an opportunity to be connected with each other. But also what I've learned through our current situation is what we're capable of, and how our ability to reach people and to provide different things and to be enthusiastic and look at the things that are possible in the way that we can deliver to people. And my new favorite expression, as these guys know, is post-pandemic. So hey, when it's post-pandemic, and I'm looking at some of the things that we're going to carry forward post-pandemic, and some exciting opportunities like this for us to be able to connect with people on a much bigger scale.
Paul.
Yeah, I'd agree with Dave. Just the connections and how important sport in general is to young adolescent athletes. We've shown that. Well, I can speak to the team that I coach. I know those boys are missing soccer, but they're missing the connections that they have with the coaches, with the other players. I have weekly Zoom practices and meetings with those teams, or with that team that I'm coaching, and everyone just gets on the call, and we usually give a little bit of time to have some banter after, because that's what they miss. They just miss being around, having conversations, talking football, not talking football, talking video games, whatever it is. So one of the biggest lessons is just to value those relationships and nurture those relationships, because honestly those are the biggest part of sport for me. I know as a kid growing up, that was one of the biggest positives of sport for me, was the connections. I still have 10 of my best friends in Calgary are the kids that I started playing with at 12 and played with till I was 18. Some of those guys are my best friends still, so those connections will last a lifetime outside of soccer.
Yeah, just riffing on the same theme. I'm not necessarily missing out on trophies or medals or game-winning goals. What I'm missing is the sense of community that the sport provides, that our club provides. It was great, getting games back in here with our with EMSA, our parent association, and seeing Saints playing against Warriors, and seeing Selects getting a game against Sting. But more important than the outcome of those games was the fact that kids were healthy, happy, competing, being challenged, and that's what has been such a challenge. And I just want to continuously remind our coaches that when we get, as Dave says, post-pandemic, let's make it about the journey, as cliched as that is, and a little bit less about who won today. Let's win in different ways. And that's what, for me, 2020 is going to constantly remind me of. We talked about challenges. When we get to, as Dave says, post-pandemic, we're getting him a T-shirt that will say post-pandemic.
Hashtag post-pandemic.
And on the back it'll say 21, because that'll be the new year. When we get there, how are we going to take advantage of what the opportunities look like next year? Dave, what opportunities are you looking forward to? What do you want to tackle?
Yeah, I think this is one of the most exciting things. Ever since I learned about this when I was taking the children's license last year, and the incredible opportunity of running the skill center. I think it's quite interesting that you had just referenced about not about winning, about understanding and trusting the process and that kind of thing. And our skill center is definitely the opportunity that I'm most looking forward to. So the opportunity for us to create a player-centered environment that is focused on players' needs is most exciting for me. The game continues to amaze me and thrill me and challenge me in so many different ways. And this will definitely be the thing that I think that will transform soccer within our country, is having skill center, having players challenged at a level that's appropriate for them, having the ability for us to move players based on what their needs are as opposed to what the structure is of the league. So I'm really excited about the skill center. I know our club generally is very excited about this opportunity and how this is going to feed into the culture and what we create.
So on that, Dave, for some people watching that may not have, because sometimes I don't know if I have a really good grasp of what the skill center is and what opportunities it presents in an elevator pitch, 60 seconds or less. If you were going up to the 27th floor with somebody and they said, hey, what about this skill center? What would you say to them?
The Skill Center is a program that is going to allow teams to compete against teams of like ability. And it could be players that are a little bit younger, that are earlier developers playing against older players because that challenge is appropriate for them. And it could also be about older players playing against younger players because maybe physically they haven't developed yet. And what we want to do is we want to be able to have a competitive environment that allows players to compete at a level that's appropriate for them. And I know that you had referenced this, and pardon me for bringing out a hockey reference, but you know how so many hockey programs, how they're continually moving, and basically their ideal is to have a tie in a lot of ways. And what we want to do is we want to have players that competing against players that will challenge them. And we don't want players that are over and above their level or under and above their level. Like, those would be really important pieces for us to make sure that we continue to strive towards player-centered programming. So,
Paul, how about you?
I'm looking forward to the AYSL kicking off. So just like Dave, the area that I live in within the club is the PDP program, so the Player Development Program. So we're trying to get the AYSL going. It was supposed to start this past summer, but obviously with the global pandemic, it was put on hold. But to get the AYSL going, we've got 4 PDP teams going this season. So hopefully getting them into league play so that they have a chance to show what honestly they've been working on for the past, when the league kicks off, it's probably going to be 16 months since they've been in the player development program. So to have them in a league against high performance teams from around Alberta is going to be it's going to be awesome to see.
Well, thank you very much, coaches. It's always fun to get together and enjoy a bit of football banter.
Hey guys, it's Becca coming from you live at the Bridge. I've got an awesome workout for you today. We're looking at bringing some football specific conditioning, a range of stuff, strength, pillar prep, new skill acquisition for you today. And then of course, we're gonna end the session with some energy system development. So what you're gonna need today is a little bit of space. I've got some cones set up behind me. They're probably about 5 or 6 feet apart. You're going to need some load. If you have weights, awesome. Pick up a set of weights. I've got a 10-pound dumbbell behind me, and that's what I'm going to use for my session today. If you don't have a dumbbell, grab something. A 4-liter jug of milk. Just make sure the lid is on really tight. Or maybe a laundry detergent jug. Use what you've got. Next, you're going to need 3 items. So I'm using cones. If you have cones, grab 3 cones. If you don't have cones, grab a book. Grab measuring cups. So we're going to use what we've got in our space. And then last but not, you're going to need some space. Awesome. So next on our list, we're going to get you into your pillar prep. I'm going to give you about 4 minutes to go, or not 4 minutes, a couple seconds to go grab those items. So you need 3 things to mark some space: books, cones, measuring cups. You're going to need some load, dumbbell, 4-liter milk jug, whatever you need, and we're going to go from there.
Hi, my name is J.R. Figueiredo and I'm an Edward Jones financial advisor in Edmonton, Alberta. With everything that's going on in the world, it can be hard to think about the future. But thinking about the future is human nature. And during the pandemic, many of you may have experienced added responsibilities or unforeseen changes to your regular schedule, which allow for unwanted emotions to creep in. When it comes to your investment, this may be the biggest risk of all: impulse. Remember, you cannot control the market, but you can control how you react to it. Staying invested is always the better choice. And even during times of economic uncertainties, long-term trends will go up, which is good for both your savings and your retirement plan. As things start to normalize, I'm here to help you start thinking and planning for the future once more. I will make sure that you have someone in your corner, a trusted partner, who will help you be financially well-rounded in all aspects of your life, whatever that looks like for you. We take a holistic approach and design a strategy that works for you. Want to know more? Comment below or send me a direct message.
Okay guys, now that you've got your stuff, we're going to get into your warm-up. So I'm going to back up a little bit. We're just going to do 20 seconds of jogging on the spot. So I'm going to get going. I'm on the bobble. Space. I know these guys always seem like a little bit boring, but it's just that bit that we're going to get that heart pumping, get going. You've got 10 seconds. After this 5, we're going to go into some high knees. You transition right into that high knee position. Get those knees up nice and high. We want lots of reps in here. We want those arms swinging pocket to cheek. Nice big drives. You've got 10 seconds of these guys, and then we're gonna roll into bum kickers. We got 3, 2, 1, and now you're gonna go into bum kickers. We want to keep that chest really proud. We don't want to be hunched over doing our bum kickers. We've been at school today. Get that chest proud. Really make sure we're kicking that bum. You've got 4 seconds. We're going to roll into hip open closers. Okay, little bobble on the spot, and you're going to hip open. Little bobble on the spot, hip open. Then we're going to roll into hip close. Alternating legs. Nice work, guys. Really good. Awesome. Everyone's looking really, really great. Next, we're going to pop into jumping jacks. We've done these ones with Marcel before. Anyone who's training with the bridge and Marcel, you're going to jump into those jumping jacks. I know these ones seem like kind of those beam things, but they really help get the heart rate up. Okay, keep up with this jumping jacks. Everyone's looking really awesome. Really good. Now we're going to pop into that world's greatest. You're going to get down into a lunge position. You're going to open up. You're going to step back. Position. Open up. Open up. Good. So lots of mobility through that T-spine. Working on that balance. You got 8 seconds left of these guys. Maybe put one more in. Awesome. Everyone looks really great. Keep up that work. And your last one, we're going to bump into some lateral lunges. So for your last 10 seconds, you're going to pop into that lateral lunge. And that's the right. Again, you hear this a lot from me. Keep that chest up and open. Thumbs it back. Nice stretch through that adductor. Good, you've got 2 seconds. I've got a little pump going here. Maybe it was like little nerves. We're going live for the first time with you guys. I guess on this arm. Good, and your last one. Awesome, so now we're all warmed up. You're gonna grab a spot on a mat and we're gonna continue with our pillar prep. So we're gonna do 2 rounds, shoulder taps. We're gonna do glute bridges. We're gonna do hydrants, and we're gonna do airplanes. So shoulder taps, we're gonna be in a high plank position, shoulders stacked, chest is flat on the ground, and we're gonna work into those shoulder taps. We're gonna do 10 per side. Nice shoulder taps. I want to be an uncooked piece of pasta through these guys. I don't want to be a saggy piece of pasta. Good. Excellent, guys. After this one, we're going to roll into our glute bridges. You've got 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to roll over to those glute bridges. Hands come across your chest, and you're going to squeeze your bum up, driving your heels into the ground. You've got 20 seconds of these guys. Here we go. Good, you're looking for that full hip extension, pushing all the way up. Nice glute contraction as we roll through. Awesome, you've got 5 more seconds of these guys. 3, 2, 1. Next up on our list, we're going to stand up, and we're going to do your hydrant. You're going to get your athletic stance, and we're going to open and close that hip. Really important when watching that plant foot. We don't want that plant foot driving into that area. So here we go. Let's do 20 seconds on that right side. Or on the left side, if you want to sit, just stick with it. Really find that balanced position. We want hips to be level and square. Good job, guys. Doing some work through my glute here. Awesome, you got 4, 3, 2, good, and we're going to switch positions, and legs, here we go. Another 20 seconds on the clock. Nice workout. But these guys, really making sure my knee doesn't fall into that high risk position. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one, until we repeat those exercises, we're going to do airplane. So chest proud, hands out, and you're going to hinge over at that hip position. This one, we're going to alternate left to right. Right, that positioning, make sure that knee doesn't drop inside the hip. From the side, chest stays proud, back is nice and flat, and the majority of the movement is coming through my hip. You should feel the hands and stretch, and then the glute doing work to come back up. We're going 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work, everyone. We're going to start right back in that front plank with the shoulder taps for 20 seconds. Here we go. Down, shoulder taps. Keep that chest nice and proud. Reaching forward, as I said before, I know it's a silly analogy, but be an uncooked piece of pasta. Be nice and flat for these guys. Don't have that sag in that lower back and let those ribs flare. Be really nice and tight controlled. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, good. Over into those bridges. Lift those hips up, getting a good glute squeeze. Awesome. Here we go. You should probably be able to get at least 12 glute bridges done in this time. There's no rush. You want to control up into that movement where you've lifted in that hip extension, and then control the movement down. Don't drop on the floor. Good. 2, 1, into those hydrants. We're going to start on that left side. Plant that foot. Feel really good about your position, and then into that hip raise. Good. Now in that plant foot, we want to feel that glute working for that stability. The core is lit up. This is our pillar prep, guys. We're talking core from shoulder to knee. Awesome. Got about 7 seconds left. Keep up the great work. 2, 1. You're going to switch sides right away. Get into that right foot and get into that plant position. Here we go. Hydrant away. Again, glute should be on fire for you guys. We haven't even added the band, but it's that brain to, we're going to call it the brain to butt connection. We're going to work really hard at establishing that stability. Good. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And last knot, you're going to go back into those airplanes. Keep that chest proud, and you're going to alternate into that airplane position. Really control. Let that knee drop to the side. Here we go. 20 seconds is on the clock. Good, guys. Fight for that balance. Slow them down. Don't drop in and out. Everything about this power prep is control, control, control. This is our last exercise. You've got 5 seconds, and then we're going to head into some landing prep and biomechanics. Good. All right, if you need a drink, grab a sip of water. We're going to roll right into this. Okay. So we're going to do 3 exercises. We've got some snap downs, some lateral lunge hops, and some split squat hops. We're going to do 5 2-foot snap downs in total, and then the lateral lunge and the split squat hop are going to have 10 per side. So our snap downs, we're going to start up really nice and tall. We're going to do what we know is our typical extension position. Hands are up, reaching high, and we're going to snap down. Do that chest proud. I don't want to head over here. Keep that chest up. We're going to do 4 more. 4. Dynamic. 3. Good job, guys. Keep it up. 2. Last one. Snap down. Now we're going to move into that lateral lunge position. So you're going to get into that lateral lunge and we're practicing that warm up. Okay. So my butt's going to sit down. I'm going to sit back. I'm going to push off my bending position. So one leg straight, my left leg is straight, my right leg is bent. I'm sitting back and my knee is not dropping inside. I don't let that go. I'm going to drive through my foot, up, and land, up, and land, up, and land. And you want to really dig in and think that posterior chain, that thumb is pushing you up, and then decelerating really nice and slowly. I've got 2, 10 of these, 1, good, and then we're going to switch sides. Stand up nice and tall. We're going to step over. That opposite leg is going to be straight out. I feel like it's a really good adductor stretch here. I'm going to try up. And I've got 10 of these on each side. And we're going to do these again. So if you've fallen a little bit behind, keep up with the video. And we're going to get to do these 2 more rounds. So don't worry, you'll get your work in. I got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And the last one, I'm going to get in the split squat position. So I'm going to be nice and tall from the side. I'm going to sit straight down. So I'm going to move the leg, and I'm not going way back. Sit right above my hip here. Essentially, weight distributed between my foot and my back foot. From here, drive my foot. Do a little. Good. You're going to do 10 of these guys, and then you're going to switch. Driving straight up in the air. Once you've done your 10, you're going to switch. You're going to pop. Little hops. Shouldn't be a really good jump. Just little hops. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work, everyone. We're going to go right back into those snap downs. So sit up nice and tall. Get those arms up. Open up through your chest. And when you snap down, I want you to think we're putting power into the ground. You've got 5 snap downs. We're going to work in through those. Practice that mechanic. This is super important. Those of you who've been training with Marcel, you've seen me before. I think probably every session, but you see them every session because they are so important in practicing that deceleration. That's where a lot of our athletes are getting injured, especially ligamental injuries, not being able to properly decelerate your body. You should be through those snap downs and into those lateral lunge drives. Chest stays proud. And again, we're coming through that glute. You're going to feel the quad burn, but keep pumping through the glute. You've got 10 of those lateral lunge hops on each side. Good job, guys. We should be popping through, probably on that opposite leg. Let's do 10, 9, 8. If my count is throwing you off, just get your work done, slow down. You don't need to keep up with me, or if you're a little bit ahead, I'm going to encourage you to slow it down. We've got 3, 2, 1. And last but not least is going to be that split squat. Good. Here we go. We're going to start with that right foot forward. I'm going to do them with you this time. Right foot forward, and it's that little hop. I like to pump my arms up, make them really athletic. The wider you are, the bigger your base of support, The narrower you are, the more challenging these guys are to be. Watch that front knee position. It's not falling inside the body. Good. I've got my last one. We're going to count out those 10. Here we go. Good. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome, guys. I did say we were going to do 3 rounds, but let's do 2 so we can dig into your new skill acquisition. Let's grab a water break. Take your time to breathe. I think I need to breathe too. And we'll jump right into your next skill.
We won't go into it. Andy Holt, if you're watching, this is about you. David, who's your favorite team, though?
It will be no surprise to anyone that has ever come within 1,000 feet of me that my favorite team is West Ham United. So I'm a lot like Paul in so much that I disappointed a lot of family members. My dad, Spurs supporter. My brother, my mom, Arsenal supporters. And my wife, Arsenal supporter. So
you picked the worst London team. There's a lot of London teams that you could have picked.
But I have the best reason for what. First of all, I was born in England, brought up in Essex before we immigrated to Canada, and the reason that I'm a West Ham supporter is very simple. My nan bought me my first kit. So she bought me a kit, she bought me a bag, and the rest is history. And yeah, it's been a little bit torturous, I gotta be honest, right? And God love Nate, I love you. You're my son. We're in this together.
Love it.
Right? So those are the simple reasons. But then out of that, we say, okay, these are the reasons that we have of why we love our favorite teams. But what about your favorite player, Kev? Who's your favorite player and why?
And it's not, I'm not saying this because he recently passed away. It's Diego Maradona. Most Scots will say Maradona is their second favorite player, behind whomever else they support because of 86. Diminutive like me. Anyone that knows me knows I'm a wee bit vertically challenged. But he was the one player that, for me growing up, 86, I was 15, he brought me out of my seat. For good and bad. I mean, most people will say that give me a hero and I'll give you a little bit of tragedy, and that was his life.
Awesome work, guys. So next up, we're going to work on that new skill acquisition. If you've been training with Marcel, everyone's been working a lot on that linear speed work. So we're doing wall drills. Looking to progress forward, moving in a linear acceleration. Our next skill that we're going to develop is working on a hip turn. So that's going to be where we are looking to use it when we need to do some sort of retreat. So a lot of us in soccer would know that as like our jockey, where we need to retreat back. So we're going to start introducing that. We're going to play around a little bit with how that works, what it looks like, and get in there. So first, you're going to need to be in a really nice athletic stance. Feet are going to be shoulder width apart, and you're going to dig and have hips and knees at the same time. Right? So we're back up here, and we're doing that athletic. I think for me, my feet, I like to move just that little bit wider than shoulder width apart. From that hip turn, we need to disassociate the upper part of our body with the lower part of our body. So we want our lower separately from our upper. In that hip turn, we're going to be in the balls of our feet. I don't want to be up on the toes. We lose effort there. I want to be on the balls of my feet, and I'm going to pop into a hip turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm rotating my hip left to right. Okay, so everyone with me right now, you can get in that position, and you're going to do maybe 5 turns to your left, 5 turns for your right. I want you to pick the way you're facing. So if you're looking at me, make sure you're keeping those shoulders facing me the whole time. Lots of the times we see athletes lose efficiency when they start that full body turn. You can see that feels like a little bit slower for me than that really snappy. Good. So now we're going to do it on a reactionary component. So I'm going to say hip turn left, hip turn right, hip turn right, and you're going to follow my cues. We're going to do 20 seconds of work, and you're going to follow my command. So a little bit of reaction into this new skill already. I think you guys can get it. So 20 seconds is going to be on the clock, and we're going to roll through athletic stance, ready, and go. In the balls of your feet, you're going to go hip turn left. Good. Coming right back to center. Hip turn right. Good. Left. central, left. Good. Turn to the right. Good. Left. Left. Right. Left. Right. Right. Left. Right. Good. Back to the middle. That looks really good, guys. So again, you want to make sure we're disassociating that upper body to the lower body. When we're on the balls of our feet, it creates that stretch and allows that tissue so we can take off much faster. So now we're going to bring that hip turn into a little pop off. So you're going to do a hip turn, you're going to hip turn and immediately take a step back. Slow motion first, and then we're going to move. So I'm going to hip turn and pop off. And I want to keep doing and drive away. That's the beginning of my routine. So again, I'm on the balls of my feet, I'm going to hip turn, and I'm going to take off. As you feel better about this, you can take up your speed a little bit. So hip turn, take off. Good. Hip turn, take off. Good. Right back to where you were before. Hip turn, take off. Now, a common mistake on these guys is to add a hip turn and then a hop and jump. Make sure when we get into that hip turn, that foot's already planted, drive. So let's do 5 per side on your time. Again, balls on your feet, turn, dig. That's the beginning of your retreat. Hip turn, dig. Good. And I'm kind of going back to about a 45-degree angle. Good. Good. As we work through these, keep that chest square when you come back in. And remember, you want that dig in and rotate. I think sometimes you have to practice them, it's hard. I think I always want to drop that shoulder to go. Keep that chest forward. So now we're going to do 20 seconds of reaction work. Again, return to the central on the bubble. I'm going to say like kind of on the balls of your feet, you're on the bubble. And then I'm going to call left and right. So everyone's on the bubble. Timer's on. We're going in 3, 2, 1, left. Good, back, left. Good, back, right. Good, back, left. Good, right. Left. Right. Dig in, guys. Right. Left. And right. Awesome. This looks really good. You guys look awesome. Great work. If you need a sip of water, grab a quick sip of water. If not, we're going to jump into that kind of like third phase of that hip turn. And it's going to be now a hip turn with a shuffle. So far, we've been able to work in a pretty small area. If you've got a little bit more space, feel free to use it. If you don't, we're going to keep those shuffles really short, so you still experience the shuffle and that change of direction, but we don't need to worry about going like, I'm not going all the way back to the I'm going to work in this space that I have here. So, hip turn position. I can hip turn, and I can now take 4 steps back. And then I'm going to drop back in on the ball, hip turn, drive. So now we're just combining that pop off with more movement. So you're going to do 2 on each side, 2 to your right, 2 to your left. Focus in here. It doesn't have to be super quick. We want to dig into technique. This is where we can make change. We don't get to be out of soccer field. Things that are going to make us quicker when we get back out there. So we've probably done 2 to our right, we've done 2 to our left. Again, dig in and escape. When you're getting away, we're changing that direction. Good. All right, we're going to go 20 seconds on the clock again, and we're going to work on my command. So you want to return as quickly as you can to your position. Your hip turns and shuffles can be a little bit slower for working techniques, but get back to the position as quickly as you can so I can call it again. You're going to be on the bubble. You're going to be in that nice athletic stance. I'm going to go, I don't know if you guys see my left is my right, but I'm going to go to my left, so we're going to go left. Good, keep that chest forward. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1 on the bubble. You're going to go left. Good, right back in, right. Good, right back in, on the bubble, left. Good, dig in, keep that chest forward, right. Awesome, guys, you're killing it. Good, right. You got 7 seconds, come on, let's get 2 more in, right. Right, left, last one, really good. So that's your introduction to your hip turn. Again, disassociating our top to bottom. We're creating stretch in the tissue, allowing us to take off quicker, and we're disassociating the upper and the lower body. We use this when we're looking for like a retreat, or getting away quickly, or turning too fast quickly. There's a number of different steps that we can introduce to you, but this is going to be our first one. So that's your hip turn. Don't forget it. We're going to use it when we get back into our energy system development. How are we feeling? You ever doing? I was like breathing a little bit heavy. I think my nerves are like starting to calm a little bit. So if you need a sip of water, grab it quickly, and we're going to move into a strength portion. We've got 2 circuits for you. Each of those circuits have 3 exercises. We're going to work for 20 seconds. Oh, sorry. We're going to rest for 20 seconds, and we're going to work for 40 seconds through these exercises. So our first circle is going to have a heel lift or a heel hover split squat. It's going to have a single leg hip thrust or single leg bridge, depending on what you've got. I'm going to demo a single leg bridge. And your last one, we're going to do a front plank with a leg lift. Again, we're going to work for 40 seconds. So on that heel hover, I'm going to tell you to switch halfway through. So we've already done our split squat position in our pilot. We're going to now position. Hip, front toe, back toes up as well. Good. So we're going to go in here. You're going to sink straight and straight back up. Good. We're going to do 20 seconds of these guys. You want to keep that chest proud. Back up. If you can, get that knee to the ground. The timer's on is 3, 2, 1. Sit down. Right back. Down. Right back up. Try to keep that heel elevated. Practice in. Finally done 3. Good. Sinking straight down. We've got 7 seconds left, and we're going to switch to the other side in 3, 2, 1. Good. I'm going to slip over and straight down. Back up. Straight down. Back up. Good. If I have a Sharpie and I'm drawing that line, it's going to be a repeat of up and down, up and down. I'm going to look forward. You've got 3, 2, 1. Awesome work. 20 seconds is on the clock for your rest. I like to give my legs a little shake out. We've got 4 seconds to go. On the ground on our mat. Good. It's like fire. Exercise that. Good. We're going to be on our back. We're going to pop one foot up in the air. So it's going to be a single leg glute bridge. We're going to drive that heel up over there. Big coaching point for you guys. If you want to level, don't have a leg. Hold on our right. 20 seconds on our left. Let's do this. Good. Drive that heel up. Now we're pushing through that heel. Good pushes. Time is on. These guys are all about control. Bring those arms up. Right down in there. Good. Heel square. We've got 5 seconds. 3 more. 2, 1. And you start. Pop that opposite leg up. And let's go. God, it's tighter. I have to fight so much to get in touch with hip. Good. You can give yourself a little check. The level of square. 2, 1, and done. Thanks for it, guys. You've got 2 seconds on the clock for that. Last but not least on this one, we are going to work to a front plank with leg lift. So again, be that firm spaghetti. Don't be a firm spaghetti. Can you tell I haven't had dinner yet? I'm talking about food. All right, so we're going to be in that front position, and we're going to lift, alternating heels. We don't want to be a mountain, and we want to make sure that we're not sucking that back. Squeeze the glute, driving that heel, 2 or 3 inches. About 40 seconds started. That clock seemed a little bit slow to start there. I think I'm going to be doing about 50 front plank leg lifts. You guys are looking awesome. technique. You've got 20 seconds of hard work. I can just lose your heart. This is a breeze. You got 10 seconds. Digging in. Where we focus. Good job, guys. Nice work. I'm gonna grab a quick sip of water, and then we're gonna jump right back in to that toe or heel elevated split squat. We're gonna do 2 more rounds of those guys. Yeah, we can do it. Time says we can do it. So we're gonna do right into the split squats. The second they start up, 40 seconds up on the clock, and we're gonna roll. Good job, guys. All right, get into that position. Chest is proud. We're in that split squat. Here we go. 40 seconds is on. Dig in. You can do this. Guys, we're doing awesome. Again, think about that line. Going up and down. We're not hinged over. We're hinged over enough at school, checking out the program, looking on Twitter. Chest up. Open up that chest. You got 2, 1. Switch legs. Quick switch. Dig in. Swing to that other side. Do I feel different from my left to my right? Is something feeling a little harder? That's where you're focus in. Think about your body. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. 20 seconds on the clock for rest. Next, we're rolling single leg glute bridge. I think I'm up too. And now you can do those lunges. Nice work, guys. On the ground. 4, 3, 2, into that single leg bridge. Down on the ground. 1 foot's right up in the air, driving through. Imagine you're going to push the ceiling up with that heel lift. Here we go. We've got 40 seconds rolling. Awesome work, guys. In square. Really focus. If you need to bring your fingers down, put them on those hip bones. You can kind of find them as you dig in. Is my right and my left moving the same? Again, focusing in. I noticed it was tight up my left quad. You're going to switch legs and up we go again. Full extension. So squeezing that glute all the way up and through. Push that ceiling up with your heel. Awesome. Keep up the great work. You've got 4, 3, 2, 1. You guys absolutely killed that. Great work. Last but not least, we've got that front plank with the leg lift. So you've got 16 seconds, 15, and then we're gonna rest. I'm gonna jump in and do these guys with you. I find these so challenging. Keep those hips level and square. Dig in. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I can do this, right? I can do this. Here we go. Down. 40 seconds of work. Little leg lifts. Lots of control. All that hip is actually going into high extension, and all that glute work happening, fighting those positions. I'm giving myself a little bit of stretch. Good. 50 seconds left. Good job. Dig in. Nice. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! That one felt easier than the first one. Really focusing in. We got 1 more round of these guys. Split squats with that heel up, single leg bridges, and that front plank leg lift. How are you feeling? I'm getting jacked up about this now. Great work, guys. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. We're going to get into that split squat. Here we go. I'm going right foot, toes up, left foot. Straight up and down. Really strong. Need a bit more of a challenge. Narrow that stance. So work really hard. We got 8 seconds. Good. Oh man, this is what I'm going to do. Good. We're going to switch sides. Get that heel up. Good. Take it straight down. You should be feeling a stretch in that back quad. You've got 10 seconds. Here we go. Woo. And really strong through that last one. Good job. 20 seconds of work. Water if you need it. Almost done this first strength circuit. 33 minutes of work done so far, guys. Great work. Got 8 seconds, and you're gonna roll right into those single leg glute bridges. Good. And on the ground, heel up in the air, press that ceiling up. Let's go. 40 seconds is on the clock. Good job, guys. Dig in. This is where we make change. This is where things get stronger in that final set. Keep your fitness right. If you need to stop, have a break, stop. Take that break. You want really good technique. You're gonna change in one and switch legs. Good job. Again, press up that ceiling. Keep that legs flat. That heel up to the air. You've got 10 seconds of these guys, and you are done for, well, done these guys for the circuit. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome work. 20 seconds. We are done single leg bridges. We are done split squats. Now all that you've got left is those front plank leg lifts. Here we go. You're going to get a good break after this. We're going to take probably about a minute, get some water, shake those legs out. We're down on the ground. We've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. Down on the ground in that front plank position. 40 seconds is on the clock. We can do this. Here we go. Into those leg lifts. Nice. Just little lifts. Again, leading with that heel. So we don't want a big extension through that hip. We want to do through that glute. Squeeze your glute. Get those heels up off the air. And it's just maybe 2 inches. They don't need to be really high. Good job, guys. You are halfway there. Keep it up. Fantastic. 15 seconds. You can do this. This is where you can actually say, yes, I can. Great work. 10 seconds. Good job. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rocked it out, guys. Really good work. We're going to go for a 60-second water break, and I'm going to meet you back here for your second strength circuit.
We won't go into it. Andy Holt, if you're watching, this is about you. David, who's your favorite team, though?
It will be no surprise to anyone that has ever come within 1,000 feet of me that my favorite team is West Ham United. So I'm a lot like Paul in so much that I disappointed a lot of family members. My dad, Spurs supporter. My brother, my mom, Arsenal supporters. And my wife, Arsenal supporter. So
you picked the worst London team. There's a lot of London teams that you could have picked.
But I have the best reason for what. First of all, I was born in England, brought up in Essex before we immigrated to Canada. And the reason that I'm a West Ham supporter is very simple. My nan bought me my first kit. So she bought me a kit, she bought me a bag, and the rest is history. And yeah, it's been a little bit torturous, I gotta be honest, right? And God love Nate, I love you. You're my son. We're in this together.
Love it.
Right? So those are the simple reasons. But then out of that, we say, okay, these are the reasons that we have of why we love our favorite teams. But what about your favorite player, Kev? Who's your favorite player and why?
And it's not, I'm not saying this because he recently passed away. It's Diego Maradona. Most Scots will say Maradona is their second favorite player behind whomever else they support because of 86. Diminutive like me. Anyone that knows me knows I'm a wee bit vertically challenged. But he was the one player that, for me growing up, 86, I was 15, he brought me out of my seat for good and bad. I mean, most people will say that give me a hero and I'll give you a little bit of tragedy, and that was his life.
All right, guys, rest, recovered, into our second circuit of strength. We've got 3 exercises coming at you again. We've got a curtsy lunge, we've got an overhead squat, and we've got a full side plank. So our curtsy lunge, these ones are going to be really important. We've done lunges before, except now we're doing a reverse step to a 45-degree angle. I'm going to show you these guys. Next on your list, we're going to do an overhead squat. Last on your list is going to be that full side plank. So I've got my 10-pound dumbbell here. This is an appropriate time to pick up load if you've done these before. If you haven't, let's do our first circle without load and then add in if you feel you need that little extra something. So I'm going to stand up nice and tall. Tall. What am I going to say about that chest? Keep that chest up. We're going to start nice and tall in that kind of A stance, and I'm going to take a reverse step at 45 degrees. So my left leg is going to swing back into that reverse curtsy line. Check out my knee position. I'm not letting it drive in. I'm opening up and boom, baby, and I feel it's in glute work. I'm going to come up into that high knee stance, and we're going to step back. Okay. These guys are slow and controlled. They're not about speed. We got speed coming in energy system development. So that's going to be your curtsy lunge. We're going to do the same work to rest ratio that we did on our first strength set. So we're going to work for 40 seconds. I'll give you that switch for that 20-second time over, and then you're going to switch legs. Next on our list is our overhead squat. So I've got a loop. If you don't have a loop, totally fine. Hands up nice and tall. Okay, I'm going to slide that loop around my wrists, and I'm going to keep hands up nice and tall. Okay. Big thing is I don't want all of a sudden to lose my neck. We've got to make sure we keep those shoulders in that chest open, and we'll go from there. So we're going to be up, nice and tall, pulling apart against that band. And you know what? I might not even make it through all my sets with these guys. This is footwork, and I'm going to sit into my squat. I really want to make sure that I'm keeping that chest open and up. Lots of the time, we see squats happening like this. So if you don't have a loop, keep those hands up in the air when you're pulling something apart and sit into that squat position. Chest is up. I'm sitting at 90 or just below 90. You go to where it feels comfortable for you. Then last on your list, I've just got to fix my sheet here. Last on your list is going to be that full side plank. If you want to challenge, we're going to throw in a leg lift. Full side plank position. Hips going to pop up and be that good squeeze. Bottom butt is on fire. And I'm going to roll into a leg lift. If that's too tricky, hop into a modified one. Legs going to be straight, and I'm bouncing from my bottom knee. Or if you want to just hold for 20 seconds, I'm cool with that too. Find what challenges you and dig into that. So we're going to start off with that curtsy lunge. I'm going to leave my load for now, and I'm going to pick it up in my second round. So we're going to put 40 seconds on the clock. We're going to get into these curtsy lunges. You've got 20 seconds per side. Here we go. Starting with that left foot sitting back. We're going 3, 2, 1. Big drive. Throw a quick stand down if you're feeling a hard time with that balance. Awesome, guys. You've got 4. Little wiggle there for me. 2. Last one, and we're going to switch sides. I feel that glute work. Ooh, baby. Try to just touch to the ground. That last one wasn't super focused. And I sort of rested my knee. We're not looking for rest right now. We're looking for work. We got 3, 2, 1, and done. 20 seconds of work. We're going to pop into the overhead squat. If you've got a loop, hands can go through your loop. If you don't have a loop, you can pull a TheraBand or just hold those hands up really nice and tall and pretend you're pulling something apart. We've got 3, 2, 1. Hands are going to go over the head, big reach, chest back, show me your neck, and into those squats. Really fight. I've got to widen out my step a little bit, my stance a little bit. I'm an old soccer player. So I need a little bit more room for those hips to feel comfortable. You just notice my left side and my right side, I'm working for them to be symmetrical. I'm sitting down, keeping that chest up. Good job, guys. Fight for it. We've got 10 seconds. If I'm squatting faster than you and you need to go a little bit slower, Totally cool. We're gonna put that you feel comfortable and confident in, and that's your last one. 20 seconds. Now, when I say comfortable and confident, I don't mean not pushing. You wanna find that like proverbial red liner, looking forward to that 20 seconds of rest. Dig in hard, but do it in a controlled fashion. You know we pump form. It is so important. Last one, we're gonna go through that full side plank with the leg raise. 40 seconds is on the clock. And here we go. I'm gonna fight through these for my first round. And then I wanna see, can I keep this up? Right now. Good job, guys. And we're gonna good job, guys. I think on the last one at the bridge tonight, guys. You're making me get my work in. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Good job, guys. Now, we're about 44 minutes into our workout. I think we're gonna rock through this strength session twice, or this round twice, so we can dig into that energy system development. We've got 6 minutes of that. So let's say, can you give me 12 minutes of work? I think that's good. That'll get us to 60 minutes. I challenged myself to close my rings. I've got an Apple Watch, and I'm really looking for getting that 30 minutes of exercise in every day. So double that. You got 60 minutes. So we are back into that curtsy lunge. I'm gonna dig in. I'm gonna hold it goblet style if I've got 1. If you hit 2, you can totally hold them at your side. All right, here we go. Let's start with that knee up. Stretch the crowd. 40 seconds on the clock. Let's do this. Woo! Feeling good. This is gonna be our last circuit. Again, keep those movements. We've got 8 seconds. Here we go. We've got 5, 4, give me 2 more, 3, 2, 1. Switch right away. Here we go. Lost control. Drive up. 10 seconds. Good job, everyone. You got 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Awesome. Overhead squats. I'm putting my loop on. You've got 20 seconds. You have 40 seconds of work. I'm gonna challenge you to get that like 35 squats in. Do what makes things hard, guys. You can do hard things. Do the challenging thing. Pick up that weight. Pick up that band if you have it. Squeeze those hands up and open. Here we go. 2 seconds is on the clock. Hands are up. And here we go. 40, counting down. I'm gonna try to put you guys to a little bit of pace here. Hands are squeezing. My lats are working. Oh, I have to push through these guys. Woo! Here we go. Arms are straight. Reaching. Woo! I'm gonna be focusing in now. Digging in. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2. Give me 1 more. I'm done. Whew. Roll those shoulders out. 20 seconds on. You're doing awesome. Feeling the burn. We've got 1 full side plank, modified side plank, and a leg raise. You dig, you choose your heart. We're gonna get into this. We've got 3, 2, 1. Come down on the ground. We're going. Hip up. Really control these guys. Turn this down here. Yes. That's 10 seconds done. 4, 3, 2, on that side. Hip up. Here we go. Go. Woo! Do a little fist bump there. Yeah, we did. 2, 1, and done. All right, take 20 seconds. Get some water. Here we go. You guys did it. You stopped them. All right, grab some water. We've made it through our strength. We've made it through our skill acquisition. We've made it through our pillar and plyo press. We made it through our warm-up. We've got one more thing to do here. One more thing. So grab that water. I'll see you in about a minute, and we're gonna rock this last 6 minutes out. Here we go.
Hi, my name is J.A. Figueiredo, and I'm an Edward Jones financial advisor in Edmonton, Alberta. With everything that's going on in the world, it can be hard to think about the future. But thinking about the future is human nature. And during the pandemic, many of you may have experienced added responsibilities or foreseen changes to your regular schedule, which allow for unwanted emotions to creep in. When it comes to your investment, this may be the biggest risk of all: impulse. Remember, you cannot control the market, but you can control how you react to it. Staying invested is always the better choice. And even during times of economic uncertainties, long-term trends will go up, which is good for both your savings and your retirement plan. As things start to normalize, I'm here to help you start thinking and planning for the future once more. I will make sure that you have someone in your corner, a trusted partner, who will help you be financially well-rounded in all aspects of your life, whatever that looks like for you. We take a holistic approach and design a strategy that works for you. Want to know more? Comment below or send me a direct message.
Okay, guys, here we go. Energy system development. We've got 4 exercises, and we're gonna work on a 45-second work, 15-second rest ratio. So this is where we're getting into that like football fitness. I wanna get your heart pumping. You had some good rest. Let's dig in. I'm gonna put on my clock. Let's do 6 minutes of work. That's gonna take us to like a 56, 57-minute exercise. Great work. So this is where we need to set up a triangle. So I'm going to step this out of my screen, and you can see that I've set up a triangle with my cones. Whatever space you have, I want the top triangle to be closest to my screen, and then there's 2 triangles back. So work in the space that you have. So we're going to set that up. Again, this is what I've got going on. And again, this guy here is going to be my top cone, my number 1. So once we have that set up, I'm going to explain. We've got 4 exercises coming at you. We're going to work hip turn to a shuffle step between those cones. So you're going to start at that top cone, and you're going to do hip turn to the back left cone, and then you're going to do hip turn to the back right cone. Always starting at the top, and you always want to return to the top of that cone. Okay, next up we're going to do, we've got skaters, and we're going to go to those back 2 cones. So we're going to work between the 2 back cones, and we're going to do our big gator hops. And those guys are those big, I'll step back a little bit, those big low, big drive. Now, in those skaters, lots of the time I see athletes, when they jump, swinging that back leg back. When it's swinging that back leg back. I want you to focus on decelerating your body. I work in a physio clinic, and I love my job. But you know the worst thing is seeing young athletes come in injured. Although it keeps me busy, it's not fun to see you guys get hurt. So we're really focusing on slowing down our bodies efficiently and appropriately. This can make us faster in the long run and reduce our risk for injury. So again, skaters, between those back 2 cones. You can push if you have lots of space, drive that wide. If you don't, work with what you've got. It's totally okay. Then we're going to go into split squats and back at today. So we're going to do split squat jumps, and we're going to do double. So you're going to do split squat jumps, switch, 1, 2, switch, 1, 2, switch. Now these guys we're going to push for height. Because we're working a 45-second work, we're not going to get really high, but I want you to think we're not moving linearly, we're moving vertically on those guys, okay? All right, last one, mountain climber. So they're an all-time favorite. We've got to have conditions be the uncooked pasta in that mountain climber. Nice and fast. I'm gonna work in there for 45 minutes. So I'm gonna set up my cones again. Again, we're gonna work with the space that you've got. We're gonna get 45 seconds on the clock, and we're gonna dig into those hip turns. So I'll show you one more time before we go. You're gonna get about on your toes. You're gonna hip turn, drive away, back in. On your toes, hip turn, dissociate that body, and you're gonna drive away. All right, 45 is on the clock. We're gonna go in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go into those hip turns. Drive back. Let's go. Good job, guys. This is a longer interval. I want it to feel hard. I want you to feel like you have to work for this one. Good job. You're already 15 seconds in. Here we go. Good job, guys. 22. Here we go. Drop. Get back into it. Disassociate. Drop. Work with the God. I don't know. You're your hand because I'm focusing so hard. Disassociate. Drop. Pause my feet. Go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Right. 15 seconds on the clock. Next up, we're going in to those skaters. So I'm going to step back. 2 seconds, and this is where I'm going to work. It's nice to give yourself a position. To have a drive lateral distance with my right foot than I do with my left foot. Taking these things. This is where we have that opportunity. Load in, we got 45. Set, and let's go. Skip it. I'm going to work on these guys with speed, but I also want control. You stay low. I never want to see that chest popping up. Dig in. Stay low. We've got 28 seconds. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Big work this one. Big work. Can you pick it up a little bit? Can you push a little bit harder? You've got 10 seconds. Ooh. All right. 3, 2, 1. Zero. 15 seconds and we're rolling into the split squat jumps. 10 seconds. Here we go. Here we go. 5, 4, 3. Oh, these are gonna burn. Let's do this. Here we go. I'm going on a 2 count. Timer's on. Let's go. 1, switch. 1, switch. Again, looking for that linear. Okay. Don't stay up here. Don't stay up here. Don't do that. You are this far into this workout. This is where we work hard. Good job. You know what, I'm feeling a little low today. I'm just kind of tired. I was like, had a case of the muddy legs. And now I am just riding so high on this. I'm feeling so good about this workout. So good, I sort of forgot I was supposed to do 2 split squat hops. Keep it up, guys. Great work. 2, switch. 1, 2, 2. Done. 15 seconds. Now we got some mountain climbers. Looking at my clock right now, we are going to do, let's do 2 rounds of this guy. We got 1 more. I went a little bit over. I got excited. I talked a little bit too much. Let's do 2 on camera, and then if you want more, 2 more. Mountain climbers in 3, 2, 45 seconds on the clock. Let's go. I'm watching you have a face that feels, stay comfortable. I'm focused on my breathing here. I'm working on just being consistent. Make it into that pace. Awesome, guys. You are crushing. We go 1 more round of this. 1 more round. Whew. Yes. 10 seconds. I can see the clock. Here we go. 3, 2, quick turns. This is our final round. Grab water if you need it. I know I said 6. I got a little excited. I didn't know the time. I thought I could keep you guys forever. You know what? There's always another workout, and you can always finish more at home. Quick turns in 3, 2, 1. Disassociate. Back. Here we go. On the ball. Here we go. Good job, guys. Come on. Work with what you got with your space. It can be a small amount of space. You can still work hard. Oh, that one was a bad one. I'm going to slow down. I lost my technique there. I'm going to do 2 really good ones where I feel like yes. Pick it up for like 10 seconds. Keep that close to me. Last one. And oh, I quit early on that one. I got tired. I coach this stuff all day long, all the time. I even mess up every now and then. I get tired. I get excited. I stop thinking about what I'm doing. Dig in. Think about what you're doing. We've got skaters between those cones. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Here we go. 5, 2, and a bit minutes away from being done your workout tonight. You guys have worked so hard tonight. So much good work. We have complete. Here we go. I am 15 seconds. Come on. Dig in. Drive. Drive. Lateral. Push. Push. This is our lateral. They're coming at us. We got 4, 3, 2. Yes. 15 seconds of rest. I'm not even gonna take water at this point. I'm just gonna work on catching my lung, catching some air. Woo. Wipe that sweat away. You got 3, 2, 1. I'm getting into my split squat. Hop. Go. 1, 2. Switch. Think of that arm motion. Hop. 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 Swing. Make these sharp. We got 30 seconds of rest. Here we go. Good, guys. Nice work. Woo! Yeah. Get us ready for being that skilled. You can do this. So, I want to be ready. Do you guys want to be ready? Let's do this. And 15 seconds of rest, and you've got 1 more exercise with me. If you want to do more, and you've got time, and you've got energy on this Monday, come out. In 3, 2, down on the ground. Let's go. I'm going to find my pace. It's uncomfortable, and I'm going to make that work for 1 second. Guys, I'm going to close my eyes. Go to a place. Kind of feel that like a real out of body. I can do this. I'm getting tired. I'm getting out of breath. Everything's burning. There's 4 seconds. You have 3, 4, 2, 1. Guys, anyone else get really frizzy hair when they're sweaty? I do. I do. Now this is always the hardest part, to encourage you guys while I'm tired. So, you did it. I got 62 minutes of work on there. I threw a little bit of talking in, so we'll count it at 60. I want to congratulate you guys for finishing this workout. You did phenomenal. You showed up on Monday. A Monday that we went back to school. A Monday where the world is kind of crazy. But you did it. I'm so proud. The Bridge is proud. Scottish is proud. You guys have handled this so fantastically. Before I head off, I want to remind you guys, keep heading to your online sessions with Marcel. He has done such an excellent job programming for you. And I know it's not in here. I know you don't get to be in this space right now. But the work that you're doing at home is so important. It is prepping you to be back in here. Because when we get the go-ahead to train you safely in our house, arms are open, we are so ready. Lastly, if you're feeling like, man, I need a little bit more, I want to touch back in with the Bridge, I need a little bit of one-on-one, our awesome physios are offering movement assessment. If you can come in, get a sweet assessment from a physio, they're going to give you the rundown, the up and down, check to make sure you don't have any red flags. And then typically they'll refer you up to a strength coach like myself, Green, Marcel, and we're going to rock you guys through some one-on-one training. So if you are interested in that, book in with a physio for a movement assessment. They'll clear you out. We'll make a program just for you, and you can work on that with the equipment that you have at home. We'll give you that little level up. Because who's not ready to level up right now? So on that note, thanks for joining me. It is 8 o'clock. I need to go have a shower. I need to pack up my stuff and head home. You guys are phenomenal. Thanks for coming. Great work. We'll see you another time.